You know you didn't pull me over. You seen me drive, and now you're trying to roughen me up. You're trying to roughen me up because I'm not in the car. You is being nasty for no reason. It don't make. And I'm glad your camera can show. I pulled over here and I actually stopped. My car is stopped. You didn't even pull me over.
On July 24th, 2025, a routine traffic stop in Tampa, Florida, escalated into a resisting arrest charge, raising critical questions about lawful authority and mental health crisis intervention.
It's gonna be a white Nissan Altima. Ma'am, get back in your car.
You pulled me over way
Get back in the car.
You pulled me over.
Get back in the car.
I was out.
Ma'am?
You did not pull me over.
Get back in the car.
I'm staying right here. I'm staying right here. You trying to be rude.
Get it back in the car.
I'm not being rude. Why are you telling me to
I'm
get back in the car?
telling you to get back in the car.
You did not pull me over.
Yes, I have.
How you pull me over?
Get back in the car.
Tell me how you put me over first. Okay? You're not hurting me.
I'm gonna put you in handcuffs.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because you're trying to be rude. Now you're holding my hand so hard.
Ma'am,
Greg,
stop pulling away from me.
Come up here on 43rd. Come up here at Dollar Tree, because now you're trying to put me in handcuffs.
Not today, too.
Because he did not pull me over. You know you didn't pull me over. You know you didn't pull me over. You seen me drive. And now you're trying to roughen me up. You're trying to roughen me up because I'm not in the car. You is being nasty for no reason. It don't make. And I'm glad your camera can show. I pulled over here and I actually stopped. My car is stopped. You didn't even pull me over. I turned in this parking lot. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. Because now you're trying to make it seem like I'm defiant, and I'm not being defiant. I got out my car for a reason. I got license. I got license and everything. It's in my purse. You locking my hand up with my purse.
Okay.
I know what's wrong. And you did not pull me over the right way. 862.
I do not need 1018.
You did not pull me over the right way. Wait. Let me get my phone, please.
I will get.
Can I grab it? Because you're being rude to me for no reason. You're being so rude. You being too rude.
Well,
and I don't got no weapons or nothing. I already know what's up. My tag is.
Had to do.
You're
get back in the car like I told you.
But listen to me.
Stop.
Can you listen to me? Officer RN Lim. You pulled me. You didn't pull me over the right way. No, you didn't. I was waiting. I passed the hill.
Stop.
You doing being nasty.
Stop.
I'm a mental patient. I'm a mental patient, so it don't matter. Let me sit on the ground. I'm a mental patient. You didn't pull me over the right way. You sitting here lying. You didn't pull me over at all. You wait till I came here and I stopped. My car was off and everything. Now you're trying to rough me up for no reason because you know you wrong. Stop what? I'm sitting here talking to you and you ain't trying to hear me. You nasty. You being nasty, dog. I don't even give a you being so nasty and you trying to hurt me. You trying to hurt me, dog. This is so up.
I'm trying to stop you from resisting.
I'm not resisting at all. Listen, sir, I'm not resisting. You're hurting me. You is hurting me. Man, y'all is nasty. Y'all hurting me.
Relax.
Y'all hurting me.
Stop.
I'm relaxed.
It doesn't sound relaxed to me.
I am. I have anxiety. I'm a mental patient. I have anxiety. You said that you pulled me. I can't even breathe. You can get my purse. I don't have no drugs, no nothing on me.
Nobody said you had drugs on you.
You didn't even pull me over the right way.
I did pull you over.
No, you didn't. You actually had that other car. Man, I can't wait. I'm taking this to court because you sit here lying. I passed.
Ma'am, please stop moving.
Tell my sister, please.
Stop.
Y'all hurting me.
Stop.
They hurting me.
You're going to the ground. Yeah.
I'm going to the ground. Look at this shit, dog. Look at this shit. I am relaxed.
Stop resisting.
I'm hurting. Call her. I need ambulance.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting, sir. Take my purse. I'll take it.
I'm trying. Please stop.
Please, I need the ambulance. I can't breathe, sir.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Take the purse. I'm hurting.
I got that.
I'm hurting. Oh my God. I'm hurting.
Stop.
The legal foundation begins with Pennsylvania versus Mimms, decided in 1977. The Supreme Court held that officers may order vehicle occupants to remain in or exit their vehicle during lawful traffic stops. This authority exists automatically for officer safety. No additional justification is required. The government's interest in officer safety outweighs the minimal intrusion. Florida Statute 316.605 requires valid vehicle registration. An expired tag provides probable cause for a traffic stop, regardless of where the vehicle ultimately stops. Brighton's claim that she wasn't properly pulled over because she entered a parking lot before stopping reveals a fundamental misunderstanding. The stop's validity depends on probable cause, not the stopping location. When Brighton refused lawful commands and physically pulled away during handcuffing, she crossed into criminal territory under Florida Statute 843.02. Resisting arrest without violence. This statute requires 4 elements: the officer executing a legal duty, physical resistance beyond mere words, knowledge the person is an officer, and no violence to the officer's person. Verbal non-compliance alone is insufficient, but pulling away from an officer attempting to handcuff you constitutes the physical obstruction required under Florida law. The use of force must be analyzed under Graham v. Connor from 1989. All force claims are judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on scene, not with hindsight. 3 factors apply: severity of the crime, whether the suspect poses an immediate threat, and whether they're actively resisting. Here, Brighton was actively pulling away from officers. The force used was empty hand control to secure her arms for handcuffing. No strikes, no intermediate weapons, no injuries. This appears objectively reasonable under Graham.
Mom! Hardy! You hurted me for no reason. You being rude to me for no reason. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my God, I'm being done so wrong, dog. I'm being done so wrong. I didn't do anything. You being rude to me for no reason. You just choked me up and just threw me out and put me on the floor, all of that.
You're good. I was going with Groceries where it was on the map and I was like, oh crap.
I told him to update it to Dollar Tree.
No, I heard Dollar Tree. She's not trying to thank you.
That is 5-1.
Lord.
Sir, I need to be rude, sir, but can you turn the AC on, please?
I'll turn it on full blast for you. It's as high as it goes.
All my information. My name is Tanisha. Only thing I'm upset is because, sir, you didn't stop me correctly.
Okay, I did stop you correctly. We can stop that right now because I know how to pull cars over. I pulled you over by the book, and
Okay, I just bought that car from the auction, and that tag is expired. So that's why I was kind of scared. The tag is expired. So I was very scared.
Okay.
And I know I'm going to get another ticket for that. So I'm not being rude or anything, but
I wasn't going to give you a ticket for anything.
Huh?
I wasn't going to give you a ticket for anything.
Well, I mean,
I was going to give you a warning for speeding, and you decided to act all...
no, because sir, I was scared, and I know that is wrong.
A little bit.
So that's the only reason, sir.
Hey, just pull your car up. Just pull your car back a bit, and I'll get out of the way.
You're about to have a heart attack.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm sweating so bad. Can you please?
I just turned up the AC as much as it'll go, ma'am.
I can't believe you treated me like this. I promise, I am legit. I don't do any wrongdoing. I was just scared because I know that tag is expired. That's the only thing.
Okay.
And I was trying to talk to you calmly. I can't believe I was done like this. I've never been.
What's your name?
My name is Tanisha Brighton. That's me.
Okay.
That is me. My driver's license is in my car. I could give you everything.
Yeah, but you decided not to. You decided to jump out of the car.
I got out the car because I was going to get ready to go in the store, and you told me to get back in the car.
Right.
And I was just frustrated. I was kind of confused because I didn't.
There was no confusion, ma'am. I told you exactly what to do. That's not confusing at all.
So am I arrested?
Right now, you are detained.
I'm going to sign my daughter up for school right now. Oh my goodness. I apologize for everything I did, but sir, like you're being truthful. I passed the light, and then you took me.
Just search her, make sure she doesn't have anything on her, if you don't mind.
Is there anybody can wipe my face?
I gotta go ahead, step out real quick.
Yeah, my shoe. I don't know what my shoe is. My feet is
Fine,
bleeding.
get it. But go turn around for me. Widen your stance.
Yeah,
do you
I don't
have
have
anything on you?
No, I don't have anything on me. I don't know. That's why I understand why he's treating me like a criminal. I'm not a bad person. I don't have no drugs on me. Anything. I don't do drugs. You can look at my
Just
purse.
stay how you are. Just stay how you are. Widen your stance.
Yes, I can't believe. Oh my goodness, y'all treat me like a criminal. I don't have no drugs on me. I don't have no
I
reason
have to do
run.
it anyways, okay? This is not, I don't.
But you know what? I'm so sick of living in America.
Okay,
this
go,
is weird.
stay how you are.
I have no drugs on me, ma'am.
As long as
I
you're,
can lick my whole bra up.
I do not.
Look, no drugs.
Do not do that. Okay.
Because
it has to be done.
Ma'am, I
anyways.
understand your job, but I am very frustrated. I'm a woman.
Listen, I don't.
I didn't do
at
shit.
this point, I don't. I gotta do this. I don't care if you're a woman, man. I don't care. I gotta do it anyways.
It don't make no sense. And they threw me on the ground and everything. I want all y'all badge numbers. Can I get my shoe, please? I can't believe they did me like this for no reason.
On camera, I wanted to say what you just said.
Yes, sir, Dr. Lamb. Could you please give, I'm sorry, Officer Lamb. Could you please give him all my belongings except for my phone? Yes,
Okay, I'm
because
gonna take your phone out of here, and he's gonna get all your stuff.
Greg, I'm going to jail for resisting arrest. So I'll call you when I get down there. You gotta use that pink and white card, the BMO card.
This is the gentleman you want to have all your stuff? You take the car, keys, everything?
Yes,
Okay.
he knows. And Greg, go call the phone and stuff.
Okay.
All right. And she just wanted that in the car, not take her with her.
Okay.
The business here, did you take a car to get here?
No, I got somebody drop me off.
You dropped off? Okay. I was going to say, otherwise, you can talk to the business and just let them know, hey, gotta go get a ride, and you can come back for the car, okay? But she'll be going over to Orient Road Jail. She'll get a chance to give you a call from over there, okay?
Okay.
Brighton stated 5 times, "I'm a mental patient," and repeatedly referenced anxiety. Modern policing standards emphasize crisis intervention, team training for mental health encounters. CIT tactics include recognizing crisis indicators, slowing the pace, providing clear explanations, and requesting specialized resources. There's no evidence these tactics were employed here. Mental health conditions don't excuse non-compliance with lawful orders, but they should influence tactical approach. More time, clearer communication, adjusted expectations. The officer gave lawful commands but never explained why Brighton needed to return to her vehicle. Modern procedural justice research shows people comply better when they understand the reason. A simple explanation could have prevented escalation. "Ma'am, Florida law requires you to stay in your vehicle during traffic stops for safety." Then I'll explain everything. What began as a civil infraction, punishable by a fine, became a first-degree misdemeanor carrying up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine, plus a criminal record. Officer grade, C+. Legally compliant throughout but missed de-escalation opportunities and failed to recognize or respond to mental health crisis indicators. Brighton grade, D. Fundamental legal misunderstanding, immediate non-compliance with lawful orders, and physical resistance transformed a warning into a criminal arrest. Tampa Police Department, grade, B-. Proper procedures followed, but questions remain about crisis intervention, training, and de-escalation policy implementation. Key lessons. First, understand that traffic stops begin when an officer has probable cause, not when you decide to stop. Location is legally irrelevant. Second, officers have lawful authority under Pennsylvania v. Mimms to order you to stay in or exit your vehicle. This isn't negotiable or subject to your approval. Third, the place to challenge a stop's legality is in court with an attorney, not on the roadside while physically resisting. Comply now, challenge later. Fourth, if you have mental health conditions, inform officers clearly and request accommodations. This may not change the legal outcome but can affect how the situation unfolds. For officers, legal authority is most effective when paired with clear explanation. Take the extra 15 seconds to tell people why you're giving commands. Recognize mental health crisis indicators and adjust tactics accordingly. More time and clearer communication often prevent physical confrontations entirely. The distinction between what is legal and what is best practice matters. Everything here was lawful, but better tactics could have avoided the arrest altogether. This case demonstrates how a $15 expired tag citation became a criminal case with jail time, attorney fees, and a permanent record, all preventable. Understanding your rights means understanding both what police can legally require and what you're legally obligated to do. Know both sides of that equation. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Law, for even more content.